remembering a memory from my early teenagehood. And I remember that I almost died. I almost drowned in the pool. I remember my cousin. She pushed me on the pool and laughed at me. And I couldn't swim. I still don't know how to swim. And so when she pushed me, I was in deep waters, quite literally. It was higher. I think the water was around 6 or 8 feet, something like that. It was deeper than me, pretty much. And I remember there were kids on the gates. I saw kids on the other side of the gates as I was fighting for my life. And I was trying to swim, but I desperately just could not push my body up to grab the concrete of the pool so I could save myself. And whenever I look back at that memory, I just hate people. I just I just despise human beings, the things that they can do to each other. And that would have been a horrible memory if I would have died that way. Because nobody would have known that she was the one who killed me. And those kids, they just saw me and they didn't do anything. But you know what? I don't have resentment anymore. I have pure fucking anger and rage. But my cousin, I had another cousin and he was swimming at the same time. And he actually came up to me and he pulled me from the water and he rescued me. If it wasn't for him, I'd be fucking dead right now. People don't understand the weight of life until you come near to death. That's why all of our human lives are just riddled with illusions. All of this society, this sick fucking twisted society with these stupid fake religions and these monetary systems and these parties and these groups and these beliefs and ideas, it's all fucking bullshit because we're all just distracting ourselves from the fact that we're going to die. It hurts. It hurts when you come face to face with death and you realize you're not going to be here forever. But sometimes I wish I just wasn't here anymore, but I realize that life is much more precious than a single moment of pain, than a single moment of depression. And it was because of my cousin. He saved my life. So as much as I fucking hate people sometimes, you also gotta love people. Because people are the only ones that can save you when you're drowning. Literally. So you have to take your risks in this life because it's fucking cruel. This world is fucking insane and the people living in it are also insane. But there are a couple of people in this world that are worth living for. And my cousin saved my life if it wasn't for him. I don't know how to swim. I have no idea. I would have died. My last moments in this life would have been water sinking into my lungs, burning my insides, and me looking at humans on the other side of a gate, just staring at me, doing nothing. Could you imagine that being your last moments in life? This is probably why people reincarnate and do evil things. But I won't do evil things because of that. Because I was saved. So it's worth hoping for a life. It's worth having hope. Hope is not fake. Hope is worth dying for. Hope is worth every last drop of sweat and blood and tears. Hope is worth everything. Because all you need is one person to come into your life to save you, to pull you out of that abyss, to pull you out of the water, to save you. And that memory shows me evidence. It shows me evidence that there really are people out there that care about other human beings, that care about your existence. I'm one of those people. Whoever listens to this, I care about your existence. We can talk in the comment section, and you can send me an email. I don't want this world to continue to be evil. I wish God would just end all of the evil people, but I'm not God. If I was, this world would be very different. But I can be God in my stories, and I don't need to be God to help others. The way my cousin saved my life, you don't need to be God, you just have to have ability. He was able to swim, and I wasn't. That's the only reason that he saved me. He had something that I didn't. And I believe I have something that most people don't, and that's the fact that I can see things in this world, but most people don't. And I believe that's why I'm here right now. That's why my cousin saved my life. That's why I'm here right now. To shine my light in this cruel world. And help others to see that life is not meaningless or pointless. But it's up to us to find that meaning for ourselves. And sometimes we can't do it, and that's okay. We need someone else to come in our life and rescue us. I get it. And hopefully I can be that person for you to help you realize you aren't alone drowning in your own situation, in your own life. Maybe the walls are closing in on your life. Maybe the abyss is sucking you in right now. Maybe you just hate life. Maybe you hate people. Maybe you hate the world. But just remember, there are good human beings out there. And you can be one of them. I'm trying to be one of them. I could have very easily ended my life long ago. But people like him make me realize, maybe it's worth sticking around. Maybe there's something here in this life that I can do. Maybe there's a difference I can make. Maybe there's a reason for my existence. Maybe the abyss does not have to swallow me up. Maybe there is something I can do against all these evil people. And it doesn't mean that you have to go out there and hurt evil people. Because you'll just cause more damage in this world. I think what we need right now if there's anything that we need right now, is to find others like us. To form communities, to form tribes, to form people, to form groups of people like us. Create extended families. To find people like us. Remember that we're not alone. Even in the darkest abyss, there have been others that have walked this before you. They might be able to hold your hand and guide you to your own abyss. But it really is you and that darkness. And sometimes you can't walk it alone. I know I can't walk it alone. That's why I need people like my cousin to come rescue me from the darkness, from the water. And I hope I can be that same person for you. Whoever's listening to this. Thanks for sticking around. Let's do something. Let's do something to make the lives of others better. Suffer less. Ask the right questions. Be guided in the darkness. Find truth in this cruel, isolating world. Because as ugly and dark as it can be, that is the place where light shines at its brightest. One more thing I wanted to say was, you know how sometimes I don't know if you have this too, but I have this feeling within my soul that it's like, I feel this emptiness, and it's like helping someone won't fix the world. Okay, okay, I get it. Accept it. Move forward. Don't stay stuck in the unfairness of this world, in the cruelty of the systems that are driving this society and the civilization. Okay? Fuck that. I can't do anything to change that. However, the power of a single human being is that we influence and we can heal the lives of others. If you think that's futile, it's because you've never actually helped someone. You know why? Because a doctor who helps heal or save someone's life, the only reason they're a doctor is because that feels fulfilling. The only reason you work those hours is because it feels fulfilling to save the life of someone else. I know not all doctors are this way, but it's a good example because it's one of the few careers that actually shows that human beings are not just monkeys. We're not just monkeys with supercomputers in our brains, just whacking each other to death, amusing at our own pain, like watching ants be crushed. We aren't all like that. To get to the very top of the political systems, you do have to be like that. I don't know a single motherfucker who's up there who is not psychopathic. And I explore this a lot in my stories. I know I'm not going to be able to say it out loud. I know they'll censor me. And whenever you try and do something good in this world, you're either assassinated or they shut you down, they silence you. And so, we'll figure out a way. We will figure out a way. Because here in Hazel's Happy Workshop, we figure out ways. We figure out ways to be beacons of light in this world. We figure out ways to make this world suffer less and move forward more. Move forward in the right direction. And so that's the power of a human being. Helping others, healing, being an influence. Just look at the celebrity. Look at the influence that a celebrity has. Look at social media influencers. Look at all the people that follow them. I know, they're insane. These fans are just wild. Stalkers. You name it. But I'm showing you the example of a single human being. The aura, the energy that you bring is godlike. Very few people understand how to use that for good. Because again, very few people have been in the abyss like you and me. And if you've been in the abyss for long enough, it humbles you. You begin to see the preciousness and the weight of life. And you begin to realize you're not in control of this, honey. You and me are not in control of any of this. We're not in control of this world. The only thing in this world that we're in control of is ourselves. Your action, that's the only thing you're in control of. Sometimes you can't even control your thoughts or your emotions, but you can control what you do. The actions you take are always in your control. So at least I'll try. Let me dedicate my life to trying at least. With this video, hopefully it helps someone. Hopefully it helps you. It reaches and pierces your heart past all the bullshit of this superficial world. And you don't fall into hopeless depression like I did. It's not that it's a waste of time. It's just, it's so much better for us to move together. It's so much better for us to have hope. Because without hope, I wouldn't be here right now. In fact, without hope, nothing would exist. But I don't care about nothing or everything or something. I care about you. I care about me. I care about making a difference with my short life. And being happy and beautiful while doing it. That's a big bonus. That's a blessing. I'm on my knees thanking the Lord for that. Thank you.